They hurt you. You know they did. You felt it in your chest, in your sleep, in the way you stopped trusting yourself. And then, without anyone telling you to, you started apologizing. You replayed the situation over and over, searching for what you did wrong, wondering if you were too sensitive, too needy, too much. You started carrying the weight of something they did to you. And the worst part? You still feel guilty, right now, even as you watch this. You are not broken, you are not weak, and you are not imagining things. What happened to you has a name, and once you understand it, the guilt will never have the same power over you again. Stay with me, because there are 3 specific reasons this happens, and every single one of them was done to you, not by you. First, they trained you to own their emotions. Here's what nobody tells you about people who repeatedly hurt others. They are experts at one thing: transferring responsibility. Every time they did something wrong, they found a way to make the conversation about your reaction, not their action. Your reaction. You raised your voice once, suddenly you're the problem. You cried, suddenly you're too emotional. You pulled away, suddenly you're the one who always runs. Psychologists call this projection. It means taking the guilt that belongs to you and placing it inside someone else so you don't have to feel it. And they did it so consistently, so quietly, that you eventually accepted it. You stopped questioning whether it was yours to carry. You just carried it. But here's where it gets interesting, because projection alone doesn't explain everything. There's something happening inside your nervous system that made this so much easier for them and so much harder for you to see. Second, your nervous system learned that guilt meant safety. This is not a character flaw. This is survival. At some point, whether in this relationship or one before it, you learned that when things went wrong, the fastest way to stop the pain was to take the blame. Psychologists call this the fawn response. It's what happens when a person can't fight and can't run, so they appease instead. You say sorry, the tension drops, you feel relief, and your brain logs that as a solution. So now, even when there is nothing to apologize for, your nervous system reaches for guilt first, because guilt has always felt safer than conflict. You didn't choose this, your body chose it for you, to protect you. Third, guilt is easier than the truth. Here's what nobody says out loud. Accepting that someone you trusted deliberately hurt you, that is one of the most painful realizations a human being can face, because it means you couldn't fix it. It means your love wasn't enough. It means they chose to. Guilt gives you a different story, a story where you had control, where if you had just done something differently, it wouldn't have happened. That story is painful, but it's survivable. The truth feels worse. So your mind chose guilt, not because you deserved it, because the alternative, that someone who was supposed to care for you didn't, felt too devastating to hold. The guilt was never yours. It was placed there by someone who needed you to carry it, and held there by a mind that was trying to protect you from a truth that was too heavy. You are not responsible for what they did. You are only responsible for what you do now that you know. And that's the truth nobody taught you. If this made you see yourself differently, you're already ahead of most people. Subscribe, because next week goes deeper. I'll see you there.